the third term of a geometric sequence is 30, and the sixth term of the same sequence is 0.03. What is the second term of this sequence? Well, alright, we've got terms. 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, 4 term, 5 term, 6 term. So we know that the third term, 1, 2, 3, is 30, and the sixth term, 3, 4, 5, 6, is 0.03. They want to know what is the second term of this sequence. Okay, what is this term? Because it is geometric sequences have what is called a common ratio. And that common ratio means that basically from one term to the next, the numbers are being multiplied by the same value. Now, that could be division, but multiplying by a fraction is just division, or can yield division. So it's all just multiplication. So the way that I might look at this, and you might be able to see a pattern here with 30 to 0.03 and think about division by 10, and that is where this is heading. But if you were to try to do it algebraically and understanding geometric sequences, we could write an equation basically saying that 30 times r I don't like using times. I'm gonna use the c dot, guys. All right, so times r, right? Times r will yield 0.03. Well, this is expanded form. Let's simplify that. So using exponential form, it's 30 times r naught to the second power to the third power equals 0.03. And we can solve. Divide by 30, and we can go ahead and rely on our calculator just so we don't make any mistakes with the decimals. This is the ACT. We get a calculator, which is our friend, 0.001, and then we have to take the cubed root of both sides. So if we take the third root of our answer, we should end up with r equaling 0.1. Okay, so if r is equal to 0.1, that means that if we had multiplied 30 by 0.1 and then multiplied that answer by 0.1 and then multiplied that answer by 0.1, we would end up with 0.03. So if we're going backwards, then we are going to be dividing, right? Because we're effectively going backwards. You could do multiplication as well, and you could say, well, if this is our second term, let's call that x, you could do it frontwards and say, well, okay, aren't we multiplying by 0.1 to get to 30? And that's true, and you'll see why that's just ends up being division, because you're saying x times 0.1 should be equal to 30, and therefore to solve for x, you're dividing by 0.1. So you would end up with x equals 30 divided by 0.1, which will give us 300, and our answer.